Hi, and welcome to the Aspire Europe introductory video for P3O, or Portfolio Programme and Project Management Offices. My name is Rod Sowden, Managing Director of Aspire Europe, and I'll be taking you through all the videos on this course. This is the OGC Best Practice Portfolio. Now, as you can see, the P3O model actually cuts across the layers. So we've got portfolio management, or MOP, which is looking at the strategic overview of an organization's investment. We've got MSP, which is program management, which looks at delivering major changes in terms of organizational functionality. And then we've got project management and Prince 2. Now, we don't particularly talk much about project management in this course. It's more focused on portfolio and program. And if you're actually using the course rather than just following the video, we're putting links into other videos that will actually help with the understanding of this. Now, P3O has been built to provide the interfaces. So the P3O model feeds and draws stuff from portfolio, program and project. So it's unusual in that perspective. It also was developed around the same time as P3M3, which is the assessment tool. And therefore, during your course, you will find quite a lot of connections between what P3M3 says about maturity and performance and what P3O is offering in terms of advice. Because P3M3 is looking for a guiding mind in terms of improving performance. And in many cases, P3O is that guiding mind. P3O is slightly different in many ways to the other models. So if we were to be talking about project management, we talk a lot about how we actually get something produced, products, capabilities, that kind of thing. Program management kind of is more into this in that it thinks about changing the business or a small part of the business. Portfolio management is looking at getting the balance between running the business, what's called business as usual, if there is actually anything like business as usual in the modern world where everything's so unstable, but where there's the running of the business and then there's the changing of the business. Now, portfolio is about keeping a balance between the two, and of course P3O is sitting between them as well. So most of the stuff you're going to come across in this course is actually about portfolio management rather than project and program management, which it kind of groups projects and programs together and calls them delivery, just like it groups pretty much everything in operations together and calls it business as usual. So it's trying to create that balance between the two, and it's really all about delivering some strategic objectives through the utilization of its expenditure in its portfolio. This slide is really at the core of everything you're going to do in P3O. So it's really all about doing the right things, which is portfolio management, and then doing things the right way, which is in terms of projects and program delivery. So we're looking at effectiveness when it comes to doing the right things, so that we're spending the right money in the right areas, but we're doing it as efficiently as possible. So within the box, you can see the change the business. We've got portfolio management, it's about doing the right things. Program management, which is about getting outcomes and benefits from our investment. Project management, about deliverables. And what we're trying to balance there is, do we have the right processes to enable this to happen? And do we have the right capacity? Because one of the big things about portfolio management is being able to understand when you're actually overdosing on projects. Because if you do that, it absorbs all the organization's oxygen and energy, and it becomes dysfunctional. And there's been lots of examples of organizations trying to do too much, and that was one of the early benefits of portfolio management, to bring reasonable rationale to what you're agreeing to launch within your organization. Okay, well, hopefully you found that a useful and quick overview. I hope you go on to enjoy the module, and look forward to speaking to you again on later videos on this course.